It's all about fishing. It's all about hunting. It's all about the great outdoors. And it's all about outdoors with Captain Roy and Cheryl.
Good morning, and as Captain Roy would say, welcome aboard. And I'm Cheryl Little, and I'm with Brad Stevens today, and we're at Sunjammers Water Sports.
We're inside of our new kayak room.
Yeah, you guys have done an awful lot of work.
We've been knocking out walls and building floors and displays and just trying to, we're trying to get everything inside under one roof so when you come in we can walk around and it's not, oh yeah, I was looking at this model, come back over here and this. It's everything you're thinking about getting is probably going to be real close to one another.
Now we're sitting in your new showroom, which behind us, which you can't see, but we'll show you, is your online sales.
Yep.
Is that growing for you?
Not yet, but we're getting geared up to really make it grow. About 5 or 6 years ago, it was almost 60% of my business was strictly online sales. Now it's probably less than 10, and that's because we've been putting such a focus on our local market here. But it's about time to not lose our focus on our local people here, but really go after the people that can't drive here. We have people driving to buy kayaks from us from Atlanta, Birmingham, Nashville, Mobile, Pensacola, Fort Walton Beach, obviously Destin, then Callaway, Port St. Joe. It's just amazing. People that just naturally tend to flock here to buy kayaks.
Well, you got just about every model, every color that you could possibly want, and every accessory that you could think of.
We try to have everything you need to at least get on the water. And if it's one of those, if you're one of them weird people that's got to have that weird item, we don't tell you you're weird to your face. But we might talk about you after. Like Cheryl. Cheryl orders some weird stuff.
I like to pimp my ride out.
But we can definitely order it. And yeah. we do a good bit of online sales now, but we're really going to ramp it up.
That's great. And one of the big, new, fastest growing things, I think, is stand-up paddleboard fishing.
It caught on, a couple years ago when paddleboarding really went like this, which, by the way, we were ahead of the curve. I was selling paddleboards 6 years ago, and people were like, you want me to stand on that surfboard and do what?
Paddle it?
And so we got out of the paddleboard industry. There's honestly a lot of junk that came on the market, and we really we wanted the dust to settle so we can bring in our top brands, and I think we got a really good lockup of what we feel are some of the highest quality, best price point product on the market to offer y'all. And fishing is by far the fastest growing segment of the paddleboarding right now is SUP fishing.
Yeah, it is lots of fun. I know when I started stand-up paddleboard fishing, it just totally changed my fishing. I had no earthly idea how many speckled trout were in that real skinny 1.5 feet of water on the flats until I stood up and was quiet enough to be able to get right. And that's one of the biggest things about stand-up paddleboard fishing is that it is so quiet.
Completely quiet.
They do not know you're there.
Guides all the time is like, yeah, we pole in shallow water. You can't pole. You push so much pressure in your boats. Very few boats in this town can get into that skinny, shallow water quietly like you can on a paddleboard.
Right. Now, your new Versa, which I tried the other day, but made by Native Watercraft, right?
Yep.
Okay, the new Versa, what I liked about it the most is it has got such a nice V in the front that it's real quiet. A lot of the paddleboards I've been on are flat on the front, and any tiny little ripple on the water, you'll hear it. But with the Versa board, you don't hear any of that. It's real quiet.
No, the Versa board was designed to be a fishing stand-up paddleboard, where a lot of your other paddleboards are paddleboards first, and they're like, man, if we tweak this mold just a smidgen, we can start fishing off of it. But they really don't think about that bow entry. All your high-end flats boats, all your skinny water poling boats, your kayaks, they have a very quiet water entry. And also what that nice V does, it makes it extremely quiet through the water, but it makes a lot less pressure ripples going out through the water. You get a big blunt note, a barge going through the water has tons of pressure going out around it.
Yeah. I made you get the catalog because I know how you are on specs.
You want to know? Cheryl's a specky kind of girl.
It's all about specs.
The Native Watercraft Versa board that we started selling here, it's 12 foot 3 inches long. It's going to be 33 inches wide. It's going to weigh right at 55 pounds, but it has a super nice carrying handle in the middle and a fancy little wheel on the back, so carrying it is not a problem, and it'll carry roughly 300 pounds. So you can take, a larger guy, 250 pounds. You don't need you can't carry a lot of tackle with you. That's one thing. You thought you were limited when you started kayak fishing about the sheer amount of tackle you take with you. It's even less on a paddleboard. But I find I'm taking a handful of DOA shrimp or something, and that's about it.
That's all you need. A couple of shad tails and a couple of shrimp. They're
That's
so
it.
tough, they'll last you the whole fishing trip.
Absolutely.
Just take a variety of colors. That's usually what I try to do.
We had, she said, here, you gotta fish this. And I said, all right. She said, all you gotta do is bring your board and your rod, and that's it. So I showed up, I had no tackle on board. She handed me like 4 lures and a couple jig heads and 1 DOA shrimp. Well, I used 1 DO shrimp all day long.
Yeah, and you pretty well much skunk us.
Well,
Yeah.
what can I say? I was holding my mouth just right.
You were.
But I finally figured out how to work that DOA shrimp. I used to catch fish on DOA shrimp, then I kind of got a wet. I'm a very erratic, I'm a high energy person, I reel too fast. A Burnt Mill Creek secret, DOA shrimp, cast it as far as you can. It may go out 60 feet, 50 feet, I don't know. Let it sit on the bottom, and it may take you 2 minutes to get that back to you, but more than likely when it comes back, it's going to have a fish on the end of it.
Yeah.
They're literally sitting on the bottom. That's one thing. Everybody else was popping and jerking, you know, they were working it through the water. Well, that day, that water temperature was so cold, and I knew because my feet were soaking wet because I forgot my dry socks.
You know, I know a good place where you can get a pair.
I do, and there's a case of them sitting right up there. We just got them back in. Just crawl that shrimp on the bottom, and it's almost
I know
golden.
one thing Jerry kind of taught me. He works with me a lot. I know I'm kind of a hard case for him, but I used to use my arm a lot and my elbow, and he uses nothing but his wrist.
Yep, just a little.
So I've been quite conscious now of not being erratic with my arm and just doing my twitch, just a quick twitch with the wrist. You did catch a lot of trout.
We were after quantity, not quality.
Yes,
that day.
and you got a lot. We got a lot of fish. So you want to go fishing?
Absolutely.
All
Let's
right,
go.
Let's go fish at Burnt Mill Creek.
My city gastroenterologist specializes in colon cancer screening, gastroesophageal reflux disease, all aspects liver disease, and we do conduct clinical trials. We provide care in timely fashion using our extensive experience and are mindful of healthcare costs.
Folks, if you're 50 years old and haven't had a colonoscopy in the last 5 years, you need to give Doc a call.
For the latest medical news, join us today on Facebook, Panama City Gastroenterology.
Whether it's removing dangerous trees or planting new ones, Gulf Coast Tree Specialists can help you with all your tree care needs. Sometimes your tree problems are too big for you to handle. Even if it seems impossible to remove your tree, our licensed, bonded, and insured professionals can always find a way for a fair and reasonable price. We can also remove large and unusual items from your property. And our certified arborists can analyze root problems and evaluate structural issues. At Gulf Coast Tree Specialists, we would like to thank you for your continued support and service over the past 20 years and look forward to serving you in the future.
Hi, this is Nate with Mexico Beach Marina, formerly Markwart's Marina here in beautiful Mexico Beach. Remember, we're a key dealer for Yamaha outboards as well as a 5-star certified service department and are proud now to be a new dealer for Edgewater powerboats. Our marina store still offers all your latest tackle, live bait, bulk ice, ethanol-free fuel, and slip rentals. And our beach store has everything you need for your day at the beach with Guy Harvey, Salt Life, Sperry, Topsider, Hook and Tackle, Bimini Bay, and much more. So come on down and see us in Mexico Beach.
Panama City living is simply better without glasses. The Eye Center of North Florida offers the most advanced surgeries, including lifestyle lens implants for cataract patients and custom view blade-free LASIK. Both procedures leave you with clear vision, and in most cases, glasses-free. The Eye Center of North Florida.
9 doctors, 1 vision, yours.
I almost went over backwards. Definitely need a longer handled net stand-up paddleboard.
Nice. Woohoo! All right, do the trout dance.
Like little cookie cutter size sitting in here. There aren't anything to brag about, other than the fact it is December. We are out here, not cold.
Where's your pliers at?
Oh, they're in my pocket. You don't need them for speckled trout. Their lips are so small.
Yeah.
Reel's too fast. I don't think you work.
Hey, Brad.
Hey, Cheryl.
What you catching them on?
DOA shrimp.
Let's see it.
Blah, 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 blah. This one.
That one.
He came up and annihilated that DOA shrimp.
I think they're getting smaller, Brad.
I think they are too.
I tell you what I like about Coram. I like the food, I like the price, I like the quality, I like the quantity of it. But what I like most about Coram steak and eggs is I like that friendly atmosphere that I always find when I dine out there. It's owned and operated by Linda and Willie Coram. They are the original, and they're open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and their breakfast out of this world. My favorite is the world famous Coram Heavenly Hash. Coram Steak and Eggs, 804 South Tyndall Parkway.
When you think of a successful hunting season, two things come to mind: Browning and C&G Sporting Goods. Browning is the best there is, and C&G Sporting Goods is your factory direct, full-line Browning dealer. C&G stocks Browning guns, camo, knives, scopes, gun safes, bows, and much more, including hunting and fishing license. Look over the new Browning BAR camo short frag and X-Bolt rifles. Why pay good money for anything less than a Browning? Browning and C&G, the best there is. Home of the experts.
DOA Lures, the unfair advantage. Mark Nichols molded the world's first plastic shrimp at his kitchen table in 1989. Today, DOA Lures offers 4 sizes of shrimp in 54 colors, along with a complete line of lures for both inshore and offshore use, as well as freshwater.
And what I like the most about DOA Lures, they are American made.
DOA Lures available at your local tackle retailer or go online at doalures.com. That was some good fishing, Brad.
Yeah, it sure was. Thanks for cropping all those fish on the end of my line.
I had to zoom in on them. But anyway, hey, I want to tell you, it's our anniversary. So it's been 1 year that we've been on air, thanks to good sponsors like you.
Well, I ain't had a lot to do with it, but it's I'm so proud of everywhere y'all have come. You know, the amount of people that are now, you know, man, I found this new show. I'm like, it's not new, but people are starting to stumble on y'all early in the morning, and it's just, it's unbelievable what y'all have done with the show.
It's a lot of fun. And speaking of what we're doing, Captain Roy is on safari. He's in Jamaica on a cruise ship, and I would imagine he's probably trolling on the back of the cruise ship.
I'm sure he did.
He's got to figure out a way to go fishing, I know.
Absolutely.
Him and Miss Myrtle, though, I know they're having a real good time, and I miss him and look forward to him being back, and he will be back on next Saturday. And also, just to let you know that this Monday, he's going to be at the Bay County Library, and he's going to be doing a seminar on the history of West Bay. So I'm going to be there. Make sure you're there, especially if you have questions about West Bay or you're just kind of curious about the history of our West Bay area.
Yeah, I get people in here asking all the time, you know, what's this? And I'm trying to think, man, old Roy, Roy said something about this one day we were out there. What?
He knows the waterways. And
what time is that?
It's going to be at 7 o'clock at the Bay County Library.
AM or PM?
PM.
PM,
Yep.
7 o'clock at night.
Yeah, right off of 11th Street.
If you haven't been in that new library, it's absolutely amazing.
It really
it gives you a good excuse to go to the library. Don't worry, they aren't going to ask for your library card when you walk in the door. So all them past dues that you have, don't worry about it.
You don't have to pay for him to come to the seminar, yeah.
Absolutely.
Very cool. Hey, so what else new that you got going on? I know your place is growing by leaps and bounds. It's getting huge. And what kind of new products have you brought in?
GoPro seems to be our, not necessarily our hottest item, but the one that we're getting the most questions about. GoPro. You see it right here. It comes with a nice waterproof housing that we have.
Somewhere around here.
Yeah, we'll show it to you.
Look at it.
Yeah, come in the shop. This is the camera. This is pretty much all it is right here. It comes with a nice LCD back screen so you can see
what you're doing.
So you can actually see us on film right now. It shoots absolutely amazing quality video. I can't just get over how clean, how crisp, how vibrant the colors are on these things. It's just absolutely amazing.
What's really nice about it is you just point it and you pretty well much are going to get everything that you're looking at. So it's not a big science art and trying to crop your picture just right. It has such a wide angle to it that you're going to get everything in the picture.
It is. Cheryl, one of the accessory girls, she does have the LCD backpack on it. Most of my customers are not putting that LCD backpack on there because if you can just generally point it where you want it to go, you're going to get the shot. It's a 170 degree angle, so that's basically, you know, everything you can see with your eyes plus just a little bit you're going to get in this camera. So you just got to get it in the general direction and you got it. Like I say, it comes with a nice waterproof housing. You can get almost an unlimited amount of mounts for it. A nice suction cup that's rated up to 150 miles an hour. You put it on the hood of a car, side of your car, flats, boats, windows,
stand-up paddle boards.
Stand-up paddle boards. I put one on the front of my Versa board. It has a little curve to it. So once I got a good suction, I actually pulled my Versa board the other day out of the water from my camera mount.
Wow.
That's how good the suction cup is. Fits roll bars, tuna towers, pole and platforms, head mounts, chest mounts, wrist mounts, about anything you need. The GoPro can mount to it. Full HD, waterproof up to 190 feet.
Wow.
We have a handful of the HD ones is what we're calling it, which is what you see right here. Super crisp, clean quality. I believe we have 2, maybe 3 left for only $229. We have their professional series, which is what they're replacing their entire lineup with. When you come in, it's on our nice fancy display. The black boxes are the new ones, and they're only $2.99. You put an SD card in there. For every gig of SD cards, you get about 12 minutes of video. So you put a 32 gig card in there, you're going to get about 6.5, 7 hours of video.
Yeah, that's all you need.
It's more than you want to edit, that's for sure.
Definitely need. That's a definitely must have on the boat.
GoPro is a gotta have. Easy to use functions, top and bottom, once you figure it out. It's a little cumbersome when you first get it. You have only 2 buttons to control everything, so a lot of people, man, am I hitting this right? Am I hitting that right? What's going on with it? But once you get it figured out, it's pretty much simple.
Yeah, and you know, I'm really digging your Yak Attack mounts.
Yes.
They're really cool. What are they called? The pan and scan?
The panfish.
The panfish.
We have the panfish in the short size.
And the taller that you
and
can
then the
mount
taller
behind
you can mount behind you.
and get that hook up.
Come in, we can have all the different hookups you need on it.
Right, very nice. And another thing that's my favorite, and I bought one of these before Christmas. I bought it for myself for a Christmas present, and absolutely love it. Now I've put it on the paddleboard, the kayak. It has been submerged in salt water. I can't tell you how many times, and maybe not even rinsed off when I got back to the house, and there's no rust on it.
These are the Tsunami aluminum heavy-duty pliers. They have a tungsten carbide cutters on here. It'll cut 6-pound braid, 150-pound braid, it doesn't matter. Had a few customers break in these carbide cutters and they're trying to cut larger hooks with it. So they really aren't to cut your bigger hooks. Your smaller hooks you get away with, and if you're in a pinch and really need to, cut a treble hook out of your they will work. They cut mono braid, steel leader, almost flawless. It comes with a nice, good quality belt pouch with a nice clip on the back of it. I keep mine on my belt pocket when I'm kayak fishing or stand-up paddleboard fishing, and we put a Sunjammers T-Rainer tractor on here. Our T-Rainer tractors have an aluminum carabiner on the top, a stainless steel accessory mount on the bottom that you can mount virtually anything you want to. It has a 36-inch Kevlar retractor coil in it, and it has a lifetime service warranty or replacement warranty from the manufacturer that makes these for us. And the best part about it, 100% of the retractors made in the United States.
Very nice.
We work really hard to make sure we can bring as many products in that are made in the United States as we can. And these T-Rainer tractors are one of them. They've been making retractors for our military for like 60 or 70 years. So it's what our guys overseas are using to keep all their stuff on them. And they finally realized the paddle sports market, there's a need for that, for a good quality retractor. And come in, we got them.
Hi folks, I'm BJ with BJ's Marine. This has been a family-owned and operated business for over 20 years. We pride ourselves in the sales and service of Nissan and Tohatsu outboards. At BJ's, we have factory-trained and authorized technicians for Nissan and Tohatsu. We also repair most any make or model outboard. Call or come by BJ's Marine Service at 1317 Transmitter Road. And folks, we really do appreciate your business.
This is David Traylor with Daniel's Butcher Shop. This hunting season, let us process your next deer and hog. We are a full-service processor that prepares your meat to your specification. We offer smoked sausage, deer sticks that are fully cooked, and summer sausage. I want to thank all my customers from last year and look forward to servicing my previous customers and new customers this year. We are located off of Star Avenue at 5800 Tramp Road. Please come see us for all your processing needs.
No one can seem to get Georgia to reveal her secret to catching those big redfish. So we've placed a series of hidden cameras on Stan and Georgia's boat to try to find out her secret.
Stan, this looks like a good spot right here.
So you think this is a spot?
I know it is.
Okay, well I'll get the trolling motor ready and we'll get started.
There he is, Stan.
You never cease to amaze me, baby.
Stan stuff is good on everything.
Check all the stuff in your pantry. If you don't see any Stan stuff, it ain't complete.
What's more important in a side-by-side RTV? Is it speed and agility, or is it versatility and dependability? When getting out of the woods is more important than getting into the woods, there is only one name to remember: Kubota. With true commercial-grade construction in the chassis and drivetrain, Kubota gives you the dependability, power, and torque you need to get the job done. Kubota builds work tools, not play toys.
And you also got a lot of new rods and reels in. I know she got a good selection of my favorite, the Shimano CI4s.
Yep.
Love them. They're the best, I think, out there. I've abused mine. I can't tell you how many times it's been put up underneath the water accidentally. And I think sometimes it's good to invest in a couple of good quality rods
Absolutely.
and reels.
You pair one of our Stradic CI4s with our Temple Fork, our TFO
Yes,
Tactical Series rods.
looking
It's
at
actually
those.
it's a Gary Loomis design rod. Gary himself, who G Loomis everybody's heard of, he actually designed these rods for Temple Fork. They're extremely lightweight, extremely sensitive. You can cast a bloody mile with them, and the sensitivity on the other end, that it really helps your hookup rate when you have a nice sensitive rod, and pair it with a good quality braid. Power Pro Super Slick or their new Berkeley's Nano Fill has been probably our top seller braid right now. You pair it up with one of those and you're going to get bit.
Yeah, excellent. Good deal. All right, Brad. Well, also, we want to remind folks to still get your entries in for the sweepstakes. We're going to be doing that. We've got lots of good things to give away. We've got a fishing trip with Capt for 2 people, a fishing trip with Guy and Jody Wells at Lake Seminole, canoe livery trip down Econfina Creek, some DOA, some hats, some stickers, some BB bugs, which are made out of a Tupelo root.
We got them here.
Yep, from a fellow in Weewall. That's probably one of your best sellers, isn't it, for freshwater fishing?
Absolutely.
Yep, and the freshwater fishing is definitely really good right now. I've talked to Captain Stan Cooper, and he's been going out to Carter tracks on a regular basis, and the fishing has been real good. And also getting really good reports the other day from Bill Laminack. He was out on the flats the other day and got into a nice school of reds, so they're still out there. You do kind of need to go in the deeper water for the trout right now. They're moved up into your creeks and your deeper holes to be able to catch those, but definitely need to get out and go fishing.
Absolutely. You can't catch them sitting on the couch, that's for
right.
sure. And speaking of DOA, someone who's in here earlier, they said we have the largest selection of DOA lures in the Panhandle, hanging right over here on the wall at Sunjammers Water Sports.
I do believe it. You got the 9-pack shrimp.
We got the 9-pack
which is
shrimp.
Probably about the best thing to buy right now.
The no-brainer, the 9-pack shrimp. We'll show you how to build it. Once you build one, you'll never buy a pre-rigged shrimp again.
That's right.
You get basically 9 bodies, 3 hooks, and 3 weights for the same price everybody's been buying the 3-pack pre-built for.
Yeah.
So it is the no-brainer. We're actually phasing the pre-built out of our. We aren't even going to stock them anymore because it's not a good value.
Right.
We're just going to put all the bulk packs in.
Yeah.
I think they call it spare parts or something. Come in, just ask for the 9-pack DOA shrimp, and we'll take care of you.
American made.
American
Another
made.
American-made product.
Absolutely.
All right, well, we'll be back next week at the same time, and Captain Roy will be back from Jamaica, so we'll get to hear some stories from Jamaica, which will be fun. And thanks, Brad. It's always fun coming to see you.
Thanks for coming out and doing this out here in our new showroom.
Yep, it's really nice. Y'all need to come out and see Brad at Sunjammers, and let's go fishing again real soon.
Let's go right now.
Okay, let's go.
All right.
All right.
Okay, folks, it's time to wrap it up and go to the barn.